Good morning to all. In our previous video, we had studied about the steps in the planning process. Now, today we are going to see another topic of this chapter, that is plan. After going through this topic, you will be able to understand the meaning of plan, two categories of plan, that is standing plan and single use plan, as well as various types of plan under these two categories. So let us start. First, what do you mean by plan? Till now in this chapter you had studied about planning. Planning is the activity which planning is a process. Planning is a process of deciding the things in advance, what is to be done, when it is to be done, and how and who will do it. Whereas plan is a document that outline how goals are going to be met. And this document, that is plan, is prepared on the basis of planning. As we know, there are various alternatives of doing a common thing, and in the process of planning we go through various alternatives and then select the best alternative to do our task, that is to achieve our objective, and that process is outlined in a document, and that document is known as plan. Generally, plans are categorized into two main types. First, single use plan, and the second one is standing plan. Now, let us understand what do you mean by single use plans and standing plan. First, let us see what is single use plan. As the name suggests, single use plan are used only once. The plans which are used for a single activity or for a single use purpose is known as single use plan. They are generally prepared to meet the demand of specific situation. Generally, such types of plan are prepared to deal with a specific situation, that is one-time situation. These are discarded when the situation is over. The plan which is made for a single use are generally used for a specific purpose, and as soon as the purpose is over, such plans are discarded. Every time a new plan is prepared for new situation. It means, as the name suggests, single use plan are used only once for a specific situation, and for every new situation new plan is drawn. For example, budget, program and projects. We are going to study about these types of plan in our next slides. Now let us see what do you mean by standing plans. Standing plans are the plans which are of recurring nature, the plans which are prepared or used more than once. We can generally say that the plans which are used for a longer period of time or not for a single use are known as standing plans. Standing plans are stable in nature. It means they are used for a longer time period and for a longer situation. Alternative situations they can be used. These plans act as a guideline for smooth functioning of the organization. Such plans, that is standing plans, are not changed every time. Once such types of plans are prepared, they are supposed to be used again and again for a specific time period. We can make certain changes in them, but the entire plan is not changed with every situation. Example, policy, procedures, rules, methods, etc. Let us study these various types of plan under these two main categories, that is single use plan and standing plan, in our next slides. Now let us see first various types of standing plans. Now as we have seen, the plans which are of recurring natures, the plans which are used over a period of time, such plans are known as standing plans, and there are certain plans which come under this category. The first one is the policies. The first plan which come under this category is policy. What do you mean by policy? A policy is a general response to a particular problem. Whenever you are running a business organization, first you are going to prepare a main plan, and that plan is known as objective. And to achieve that plan, we prepare various other plans, and these are categorized into two types, single use and standing. And in standing, we are discussing about policies. Now if we talk about policies, policies are a general response to a particular problem. We know that in the day-to-day course of business, generally the business organization faces many problems which are of similar nature. To deal with such problems, there is a plan which is prepared by the business organization, which they can use for a longer period of time, and such plan which is prepared to deal with a particular problem is known as policies. For example, if a business organization does not want to sell its goods on credit, so they will prepare a policy that is no sales on credit policy. It means now if any customer comes and demand for credit facility, the answer to this question will be straight and forward that this is not our policy. It means a company can deal with a problem that a consumer is asking for a credit facility. This is a problem for an organization, and to deal with such problems, a company can frame a plan that is known as policy to overcome such problems. Now, second plan under standing plan category is procedure. Now, what do you mean by procedure? Procedures are required steps established in advance to handle future condition. We know that a business organization have to operate in a changing environment, and to operate its activity, it decide well in advance various steps that are to be taken in the future condition. For example, if we take an example of a school, if the school have to start the admission process, so again the procedure will be well stated in the plan, that such types of process will be followed. It means first the person who wants to admit his child in the school will have to fill the online form. After that, he have to deposit the admission fee, or we can say the fee of the form on the bank's website. After that, then he have to physically submit the form in the school's office. So these are the procedures that will be followed to achieve a particular or to carry out the future problems or conditions. Then procedures are clear. Now procedures will define the steps that an organization has to take to complete a particular condition or particular task. Now Next standing plan is method. Methods, it provides a prescribed way or manner in which a task has to be performed considering the objective. Now the main difference between procedure and method. Procedures are steps established in advance to handle future condition, whereas methods are the way or manners in which a task has to be performed by the employees. In what format, in what way a employee is going to do the task. For example, methods, if we talk about methods, then methods include, for example, there are two methods of charging depreciation. Generally, we follow two methods of charging depreciation, that is fixed installment method and reducing balance method. Now, which method an organization has to follow, that will be decided in this plan. So, out of various methods available, you will select the best method that will help you to achieve your goal. After that comes the fourth type of standing plan, that is known as rule. Rules spell out special action or non-action of the employees. Rules are generally do's and don'ts for an employee. Rules are generally for an employee of an organization to follow during the working hours of the organization. Rules are generally for the employees. For example, whenever you are operating a machine or whenever you are in the organization, rule is no smoking. Now this no smoking rule is for the employee. So rules are also a type of plan which is prepared to achieve our main objective of the organization. So these are certain small plans which are prepared in an organization to achieve our main plan. These are the supplementary plans which are carried out or which are prepared to achieve, because if we are not going to prepare such plans, that is policies, if we are not going to frame the policies, we are not going to be able to achieve our objective. If we are not going to decide the method, the best method will not be selected and we will not be able to achieve our objective. And in the same way, if rules are not fixed for the employees, it will create a problem in the organization. So these are the supplementary plans which are prepared along with the main plan. Now, let us see the second type of plan which we call as single-use plan. As the name suggests, these plans are prepared for a single situation, and once that situation is over or once that activity is over, the plan is discarded. We will not use the same plan again. So such types of plan is known as single-use plan. Now the first single-use plan is budget. Budget, now what is a budget? It is a statement of expected result expressed in numerical terms. Now, as you know budget, we know that generally the budget is a single-use plan, because once we draw a budget, the same budget cannot be used again and again for various other activities. For example, if we talk about our government budget, it is also prepared for one financial year and the same budget is not repeated again to the next year. So budget is also prepared by a business organization to see what are the revenue option for an organization and what are the expenditures of an organization. So to manage the revenue and expenditure, to make the revenue and expenditure adjustable, we prepare a plan. A business organization also have to prepare a plan that is known as budget. Generally, budgets are expressed in numerical terms. Budgets are generally expressed in numerical terms. We don't prepare budget of finance only. There are various other budgets also. For example, operational budgets. Operational budgets are related to the working hours of the employee, and instead of rupees, they are prepared in numbers but in hours. Instead of rupees, they are prepared in numbers, that is hours. Then next single use plan is programs. Now what is programs? Programs are the combination of objective, policies, procedure and rules. When we put all these plans together, that is objective, policies, procedures and rules, they are known as program. So we can use this program for a single use plan. It can be considered as a single use plan because we will put all this plan together for a single activity, that is objective for a particular program. If we are going to organize a program, what are the objectives, what will be the policies, what will be the procedure of doing the activity and what will be the rules, all this coming together for a single activity, then that will be termed as program and that will be a single used plan. Now there are certain plans which are neither single use nor standing. We can't treat them single use plan or we can't treat them as standing plan. Generally two plans are of such category. Number one is objective. Now what is objective? Objective is the main plan of an organization. It is desired future position that the management would like to reach. Generally objective is neither single use. Objective of an organization can be changed but not every time. It will be used for a longer time period and not for a whole lifetime. So it cannot be treated as single use, neither it can be treated as standing plan. Objective, for example, if an organization want to increase their profit by 20%, it is the objective. Then the plan drawn for this is known as objective plan. If you want to increase your sale by 50%, then again it is an objective. Thus they are neither single use nor standing. Now strategy. There is another plan which doesn't come either in single use or standing and that is known as strategy. Strategy is a comprehensive plan for accomplishing an organization objective. Now strategy is a comprehensive plan. As you have seen that we have various alternatives to achieve our objective, and a strategy is that alternative which is selected by us. A strategy plan is that plan which is prepared by us after studying business environment and selecting the best strategy which will help us to achieve our goal effectively and efficiently with minimum wastage of resource. For example, to increase sale, our strategy is advertisement, or to increase sale, our strategy is to provide discount. So these are the plan. Strategy, again strategy cannot be a single use plan. It can be used more than once, as well as it cannot be standing plan because strategy will not be used for a lifetime. So it does not come either in single use or in standing. So these were the types of plan that you have to study in your chapter. After this we have completed our chapter 4, that is planning. In our next video we are going to see how to solve the case studies.